Give everybody a quick rundown. Actually, on the HostGator's live chat thing, I'm posing as Google.com, and I'm actually posing as the CEO of Google. Right now, what we're doing is we're just going to ask them about migrating my servers, which is kind of a blunt request, but we're just going to see what the responses are and see how funny we can get it. We got about a minute left. We've been sitting here for about 20 minutes trying to get into this chat queue. Um, we're yeah, it's like 3:40 in the morning.
Their time too.
Yeah, their time. We're actually in Texas, where HostGator is, and their data center is actually here in Texas too. They're actually hosted at the Soft Layer Data Center, which I know HostGator has no means to actually accommodate for the amount of servers Google has, but we're just trying to see what the response is on this. See if they would actually take something like Google. So here in just a second, we'll have a chat going on. I wish I was the way that I could actually see the chat queue. There we go. Yeah, it's fixing to switch over.
Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. Okay. You might want to error correct there.
And I'm going to be using Google
Could have just like that.
for a lot of typos and crap.
You could have just
To migrate my Dallas data center. And for you guys who don't know, Larry Page is actually the CEO of Google. He's been CEO for quite some time now, and we're just gonna ask him just a couple of questions. I'm just gonna think of some crazy number for dedicated servers if they can support it. I know they got a location in Dallas, actually. Yep.
Go back.
And let's see what he's saying here.
They're gonna ask you to verify account or something.
I know he's probably going to ask me for my ID. So what I should do is I should go over here and preview on the Mac and actually make some kind of fake ID, which earlier we did read like a blog post here.
Hey, Larry. Robert. Say something like, "Cool, this is the first response we've gotten. +1 for HostGator." Alright, Robert. I would like about 10,000 servers. Don't be so blunt. Nudge.
I misspelled it.
You're the CEO of Google and you can't spell nudge. It's Nuicha.
And he hasn't even seen the domain name yet. If he has, I'm sure he's probably inside of the Houston office. More than likely the Houston office. He may be in the Austin office of HostGator. Probably laughing his ass off right now, but if he has seen the domain, and if he put the pieces together, Larry Page, Google. I mean,
Who doesn't know who Larry Page is? He's like God.
I didn't a while ago. 10,000 servers?
Yes, sir. Just Google. I mean,
I can't spell.
feta, like the cheese or whatever. No, that's feta. My bad. Love story. Can we get that in raid?
I can't spell.
Prefer.
Preferably.
I could have told you how to spell that.
We'll use that.
This is the video Google's gonna see, alright? And they're gonna track our names, you know, because Google is the government. I'm joking.
Oh, that's not it.
That's, good lord, Gary. Seems we have a typo. Can you rephrase your question for me? Gary, that wasn't a smart move. He's gonna drop it now. You shouldn't have said SSD. You should have said something else.
SSD is solid state drive.
I know, but
Who doesn't know that?
no, it's the fact that you said preferably SSD. I mean, if you're Google, then you should know.
Well, the next thing is the next question. RAM. Memcache.
Yeah.
If you're running Google, nothing hits the hard drive. Unless you're spidering.
Yeah, let's see what this there says. Do you know, Robert?
Mm-mm.
Are you in the Austin location? Or Houston location? Oh, it's too good.
I'm loving this.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
So far, he's like 10,000 servers? I don't understand.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. 10,000 servers? Soundbite that.
10,000?
Sounds like we're having a hostage situation. Is there any way we can talk this through? I mean, the bomb.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright? And they're across different islands. Like, who are you, Google?
If you do this for me, I will give you $1.2 million. That's just wipe my ass money. Here you go. Please stay calm, sir. I know you're wanting to give me $1.2 million, but please be calm about it. Oh, this is crazy. He's like slow to respond now. He's probably laughing his ass off too hard to respond.
Are you
Quit kissing your ass.
there? Everybody started somewhere. Just like a sunflower.
Come on, guy. Come back to dashboard, please.
It's like you get on the phone call with Larry. And
Give me just a second.
Select a page. Nah.
Just a second. Doesn't look like he's going to respond. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up Skype here. I know my computer's lagging out just a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn down system volume. And let's go ahead and call HostGator. And I wish you can hear this. But it's going through my headset.
Click focus on the page quick.
Alright, so
Go to Skype and in the settings you can set it to the sound event. It's quick. Does it take off?
let's see here.
It's in conversations, I think. Skip with the Wi-Fi. Comes with Wi-Fi.
Audio.
You know, we can always ask them if they want to pay us to, tattoo our bodies. Same assistant. There you go. That works. Oh, yes. I'm here, Larry. Are you there? Because you seem a little drunk.
Took him more than 3 minutes to respond.
Oh,
So,
actually 2 minutes.
yeah, they have a peak time of 3 minutes. That's what they max out at. But if I have a customer that is let's just go ahead and end this chat here.
No, don't end it. You get real good.
Okay, I'll keep it going. But they're going to hear the chat going on over the phone. And they're going to be like, end the chat or drop off the line. Alright, but we are on hold with HostGator still. Do what? It could. So let's go ahead and turn it down just a little bit. Hopefully you guys can hear the phone call. I'm actually thinking about doing this with like Bluehost or something like that. Some really small hosting company. Just that can't even afford to buy their own office. So he's just wanting to get away from the CEO of freaking Google now. Hey,
Robert, you are a funny guy. Should have been like, Robert, do you know who I am? Do you speak English? Robert's a nice guy.
Robert is a nice name. I would say that. I know a few Roberts. Do you know a few Roberts?
Bob. Yeah. He went to an Ivy. Yeah. He graduated 2 years ago from high school.
Did he?
Yeah. Everybody called him
Boob. That's a funny name. Robert
Remember
Boob.
Robert? You
Boob
remember
Robert.
Walsh? You remember Mr. Walsh?
I do.
Robert Walsh.
Robert
Yeah.
Walsh.
Everybody started calling him Bob until he was
I
a
think.
secret. The secretary depends on until I can't say in your case is getting the direct contact with the data center and better than contacting a hosting company such as ours. That was an intellectual comment. Good reply, Robert.
So you're literally trying to push me away from HostGator.
Is he
But
gonna get fired over this?
I mean, wouldn't they be dying for money? That certainly depends upon all your requirements. Although I can say that in your case, it may be advantageous to get in direct contact with a data center rather than contacting a hosting company such as ours.
Pretty much just saying we're not good enough. Sorry. Hosting. Edits to benefit FIT.
Unlimited.
The unlimited hosting. I like one of those Indian caravans drivers. Like, we love to benefit from your chicken. We have many wives.
I can show you how to slam a server.
Oh, let's see that.
Okay, I want. I want to benefit from the
Ask him if
unlimited.
he's wearing a hat.
I should like come up with some kind of like famous quote or something like that.
Your background?
That might do it. My background. The secret of getting ahead.
Just getting started. Oh god. Do it. That's kind of why we should stay in TSDC. Unfortunately, any hosting on our dedicated service will not be considered unlimited, though you can read more about our dedicated service here. More like get away from us.
Okay.
This is getting good. Alright.
The biggest thing of Google.
If you'd rather not wait on hold, consider going to HostGator.com and starting a live chat. Our live chat agents are available to
Crash that freaking server.
Cycle up a picket sign that says all the servers.
I mean, because once you're running that query, if you guys don't know anything about web hosting or scripting, it's pretty cool. PHP is pretty dynamic, and so is databases. With PHP or any programming language, with that fact, you could actually execute the script on one server, but pull the data that's actually hosted on the page, even though it appears that it's coming from the same server that the script's running from. It could be pulling data from several thousand other servers using databases. The way they would actually have to set this up is they would have to have a master server and several slave servers with MySQL. That way, the database would actually roll over onto all the other servers and expand dynamically.
Ask him if he uses a roll-up blade.
Robert, do you have a penis?
Hold on a second. I gotta wipe off my penis. No, don't stop. Don't do it. You're going too far.
Make him laugh pretty good.
It's like,
Robert, I know you're wanting to go for your smoke break, but hold on just a minute. That really depends upon the site, Larry. If you wanted to get more advice on what server you would need, you could certainly email us at hostgator.com with your requirements so one of our administrators can make an official recommendation. I don't know. I mean, these are recorded too. This is funny. So, you don't know about servers?
no, don't say that. Don't say
And you're in
tech support.
tech support for servers? the And for the people who don't know, I used to actually work for HostGator.
Gary.
Uh,
Gary.
with all my knowing, I think he used to be a colleague of mine. I'm not 100% sure. That's why I was trying to figure out if he was in the Houston office or the Austin office. I used to work in the Houston.
Calling HostGator. This is Steven. How can I help you?
Yes, sir. My name is Larry. I actually am trying to see about getting a couple of dedicated servers with you guys.
Okay. And what are you needing here?
All right, I need about 1,000 petabytes of storage. You think you can do that?
No, sir.
You don't think?
No, sir.
Okay.
That's not one of the options on our dedicated server.
I mean, just several dedicated servers, just kind of like.
Okay. So you need several dedicated servers, and you're looking at getting petabytes of data.
We need.
That would be 1,000 dedicated servers, sir, to get 1 petabyte.
All right. How many dedicated servers can you support?
All of them. I mean, we can do an order for 1,000 dedicated servers.
You can. Okay, and managing the bandwidth of this, because we actually are in a data center in Dallas, and we're just trying to find some way of going cheaper than what we're doing. We're actually paying like $600 per server that we're on, which has like 32 gigabytes of RAM on each server, and they're RAID zeros with 2 terabyte hard drives. So I'm trying to find out because right now we have about 10,000 servers, and we're trying to come into something cheaper.
Okay. So it sounds like you're a data center looking for a new host, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Let me see what I can do on that. Let me ask you to hold for a moment.
All right.
I mean, this is a big one, so let me double check something right quick.
All right.
Yeah. Go, Gary. So we got a deal or not?
I don't know. He's checking on a couple things. He said this is a big one. James, come here. Go get him.
We can't get him over here. Raymond's busy.
James. Where's James? James! He said a petabyte of data would be 1,000 servers.
Yeah, we were right.
Yeah, I know that. That's crazy.
So is this within our funding? Is this gonna be okay for us?
He's probably like, holy shit.
I would be too.
He probably knows we're just messing with him.
No, we certainly have the funds for these things. It's okay. We're good.
Can you just Get off your ass and go get me some glass of tea.
All right. I'll get you.
Really?
You like him assist with the guitar?
Yes, I do. I want a banjo instead. James.
He's actually in a call right now.
Oh, okay.
So here's your peach green tea. Just like
Oh,
you like it.
hell
Nice and
yes.
cold, fresh. Fresh from the fridge or cooler. Here you are, sir.
And if you're fixing to be wondering what this sound is, I'm actually vaping. Don't play a good. Oh yeah, masseuse with a guitar. Okay, this masseuse sucks at guitar. We really melted that. Oh my god. And right now, he's
All right,
probably.
Larry.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for the delay there. Well, from what I'm able to tell here, because you're looking at such a large order, this is something that would actually have to be quoted differently than what we normally do here. What I would suggest is that you go ahead and send the details of what you're looking for to support at HostGator.com,
Mm-hmm.
along with what what sort of specs you're looking for, how much space you're going to need, and details about this account basically that you're going to be setting up. From there, we can work with you and take that data and actually work back and forth about what we can offer versus what your expectations
Okay, and
are. Okay.
setting up that many servers, how long do you think it'll take you?
Um, Honestly, for that number of servers, that may take a while. That's actually going to take some floor space because that's I don't know exactly what the time frame would be on that because that's you're talking about some actual floor space for all that. I mean, for the normal dedicated servers, it's like a day or so. But for 10,000 of them, you know, that's 1,000 or 10,000. You're looking at possible months. I'm not sure.
Okay, with these servers, you guys will go ahead and put whatever software I need on them, because I won't be using cPanel.
Well, yeah, actually, since they're going to be dedicated services, you would have full root access to put whatever operating system or whatever you want on them.
Okay, so you guys can, I mean, provisioning them, you can put CentOS on them, CentOS 6, right?
Right.
And you can get all like the, I mean, because I don't want to run PHP on these things because my site don't run off PHP, they run off of Python.
That's fine.
Okay, so you guys can set up a Python web server, and what about the
Well, yeah,
databases?
I mean, on each of the dedicated, you can set Python to be running off of that.
Okay, and what about databases? What's my option there? Because I'd really want to go
Uh,
towards Oracle since it's speed.
okay, well, again, that's something that you would need to put into the email that you're going to be sending to support at HostGator.com because I'm not going to be able to quote speeds to you on this, not on something this large.
All right. All right. What office are you in?
I'm at the Austin office.
You're at the Austin office?
Yes, sir.
I think I used to work for you guys.
That's nice.
I'm just gonna let you in on this. I was trying to make you laugh. Did I do
Yeah.
good? Did you laugh?
No, sir.
No, you didn't.
No, sir. Is there anything else that I can do for you at this time, though?
No, sir.
All right. Well, thank you for calling. I wish you a very good day. And if you don't mind, there's a short survey after this call. We'd appreciate any feedback you could give us. Have a
Alright,
great day.
you too.
HostGator is committed to providing the best customer service and support possible. Default.
He was holding back laugh.
He was. No, sir, you did not make me laugh. You could tell he's trying to hold back.
Yeah. Trying to keep his cool from that survey, man.
I should have. I should have did that survey. I'm gonna call him back and do it. Can you put me back on the survey, please? Can I talk to Mark Twain? You got Mark Twain working up in there.
Let's just end the video here. I mean, 20 minutes is our cutoff.
All right. Just a quick little bit of information on who we are. We're actually we do not own that many servers. We only own one server at this point in time. We might own more than one server one of these days. We actually have a website that's running off of MySQL and PHP. The website is actually Twillo. We're actually building it right now. It is scheduled to launch early January of 2014. At this point in time, the site has over 14,000 lines of code and counting. So, yeah.
See you soon.
See you soon if I can figure out how to stop this screen recording.
Good Lord, Gary.
How do you figure this out? Here it is. Alright, I will see everybody soon.